I'm attempting to fill this whole shelf with clay dragons inspired by different foods from A to Z, and today we're on I. Last time we made this honey dragon, and today for I we're going to be doing an ice cream dragon. I have made an ice cream inspired dragon before, so I'm doing something really similar but in different colours. Once I got the base done of the main dragon, I rolled out some clay and put it in the oven to make sprinkles with later. And here I'm making some ice cream cones to act as the dragon's horns. Then I moved on to making the wings, and I added some brown powder on the edges because I kind of want this dragon to look like it's made out of ice cream cone, if that makes sense. I don't know. So I did some more shading on the horns, the face and the end of the tail as well. And here I'm cutting up that piece of clay that we put in the oven earlier and then mixing those pieces in with some pink clay to make a strawberry ice cream kind of texture. And then I used my ice cream mold and a little knife to add texture and make these tiny little ice cream scoops. And these two scoops are actually going to be turned into the baby dragons. So here I'm making their heads and sticking those onto the scoops. I made them some tiny little paws or hands to stick on, also tails and horns as well. And the last step for them was their little sleepy eyes, and then I moved on to cutting up the rest of the sprinkles. Once the sprinkles were ready, I started making the chocolate sauce by mixing some liquid clay and paint together, and then I put that on top of all the ice cream. Then I could attach the wings onto the main dragon, and I thought it looked a little bit plain, so I added some white icing on top of that one, and then the sprinkles. I added a mini strawberry ice cream scoop on top of the dragon and some chocolate sauce on top of that. And after it had been in the oven, I added some glaze to make it nice and shiny, and it was trucking it down outside, so I couldn't take any videos outside, but this is the finished dragon. I love it so much. Thank you to everyone that suggested ice cream. This was such a fun one to do. The next dragon will be the 10th dragon we've made so far, so let me know what you'd like to see me make for Jay.